Hey, this is Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Saturday night, I'm just chilling. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Let's talk a little bit about fighting, fist fighting, physical altercations. Anybody been in a fight recently? Oh, I haven't. It's been years. It's been a long time since I've thrown a punch in anger. That's a good thing to me. I'm not trying to get in any fights. I'm intentionally avoiding fights. I'm not trying to get into conflicts. Now, I'll protect myself, and I encourage anybody out there, if you're attacked, you should know how to protect yourself. You should be deadly. If somebody attacks you of any way, you should be able to nullify them, to destroy them, and to do it quickly and easily. So be deadly, and if you have to go and take some martial arts or some jiu-jitsu or some boxing or some weapons training, I've done a lot of that, go do that. Be deadly. And the more deadly you get, the more you'll respect yourself, and you'll respect the dangerous side of you. And you'll know that you can kill. It's a good feeling to know that you can kill. I strongly feel like I can kill anyone. I'm not Rambo, but I feel pretty confident that I could fuck anyone up. And that keeps me in check. Some people think that when you have confidence like that in yourself, it turns you into a dick. Like a bully, like the type of person that wants to go around fighting all the time. That's not my experience. My experience is guys that are lacking confidence in how tough they are trying to continually prove themselves, to the world, to themselves. They're trying to get in fights to make a point, to have a record, say, I'm undefeated, I kick everyone's ass. That's what an insecure guy does to build security, and his confidence is based on what? On how many wins he has, how many fights he has? No, a real man, a confident man, a mature man can avoid physical confrontation, walk away from it. Even if somebody insults you really bad, oh, they really hit a sensitive area, they really said something terrible, could you walk away, or do you have to fight because someone's words? What if they say something to your girl? You're with your girl on date night and some guy says just the most rude, awful thing to your woman. Maybe he says something so bad to her that it makes her scared, or makes her want to cry or something, it elicits an emotion, and then that really gets you. You have to defend her honor. You have to go and stomp his head in. Right? A lot of you are like, yeah. Trust me, I've been there. But you don't have to do that. And you shouldn't. At a certain age, you should be able to be mature enough to walk away, to not let anything like that get to you, and to stay mission-driven. What's your mission? Your greatness, your goals, your forward growth, your freedom, your positivity. And nobody can take that from you unless you willingly give it away to them. So there has to be a point in your life when you make that declaration. You put your foot down and you say, you know what? No more fights. Obviously, if somebody attacks me, we just have to make that point, put that aside. You have to protect yourself. And you have to, if somebody attacks you physically, tries to grab you or grab your girl or physically assault you in some way, you have a duty, not just a right, a duty as a man to protect. You provide and you protect, and you should know how to do both. But if you're not attacked physically, if it's just words, it's just attitudes, don't let your pride send you to prison. That's what I'm worried about. I'm not worried about losing teeth and getting more scars. I've already done that. I've had ribs broken in from baseball bats. I've been stabbed. I'm not worried about none of that. None of it really hurts. I'm worried about prison. I'm not trying to go to do life in prison because I killed a guy because he talked shit to my girl or to me, because I was defending my pride. So that cutoff age, I think, when you just put your foot down and you say no more fights, I think it should be mid-30s. That feels right to me. Mid-30s. Somewhere in your mid-30s, you should swear off physical confrontations. Avoid them at all costs. There was 2 guys at my gym that got in a fight just the other day. Old guys. One guy's like 58, the other guy's in his mid or late 60s, older. But these guys are big guys. They're both power lifters, in great shape. For power lifters. Power lifters are usually fat boys, but these guys, I mean, they're both kind of fat, but they're in good shape, especially for old men. Definitely good shape. Both really strong. Both definitely think they're real tough guys, and it was just attitude. One guy had a big, thick attitude, and they just exploded on each other, and it was broken up. I talked to one guy after the fight, and then I talked to another guy about it this morning. So I've talked to both of them. I told them what I'm telling you now, no fights. And neither of them seem to really understand, because they have this attitude like, well, if somebody talks shit to me, I'm going to stomp their head in. Nobody talks to me that way. Nobody can come at me that way. Like, yes, they can. And you should learn to do nothing. You should learn to walk away. You should learn to have conflict resolution skills. If the guy runs across the room trying to attack you, hey, it's a different story. Break his arms and legs. But most fights can be avoided. The vast majority of physical confrontations can be avoided. And you learn to not put yourself in scenarios. Maybe you don't go to that dive bar after midnight, because any dive bar after midnight is going to be full of drunks who are looking to fight. Maybe when you're at the party with your friends and it's 11:30 and you notice people are starting to get really drunk, maybe you make your exit. You start to learn. Maybe you don't walk down that, street with all the gangsters on it. You start to learn some of this stuff. You learn that words only matter to idiots. Somebody could call you anything. Doesn't matter what they say. They can insult your dead mother. Doesn't matter. It's just words. So that's the message of the video. And it may sting for some of you tough guys, you little Andrew Tates out there, you Wes Watsons. If you're in your mid-30s and you're fighting, it just makes you out to be a loser. It really does. It makes you out to be a punk, a chump. Food for thought.